My dear student, welcome to the very last project. So in this web application, we're going to learn how to crawl using pure JavaScript syntax. And by the way, how are you guys doing? Well, as for me, I'm really excited to present to you this tutorial. So in this project, not tutorials, in this project, so if I want to add a post, and if I should copy this, then this will be post 2. So copy and paste post. So we had post added, and if I didn't input anything in the title and of the body, so if I should click add, we are having a validation. Please check input field. Alright, so this is our basic blog, and we're going to build it using pure JavaScript syntax. Alright, so what we need a database. So in this case, we'll be using this JSON server as well. So what it does is a full fake REST API with zero code in less than 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do to get started, which is quite simple.
Hi guys and welcome. I'm going to show you in the first lecture how to install and download the AutoCAD from Autodesk site. First of all, just type Autodesk. You have to go to the autodesk.com, click on it. This is the site for Autodesk, okay? And then we go to menu over there, scroll down to students and educators, click on free software, scroll down to AutoCAD. Then here you have to sign up for an account in this site. If you have already an account, you have to sign in. Once you signed in, choose your version, choose your operating system, choose the language, and install right now. As simple as that. And that's all for installing and downloading. Hi guys and welcome! In this lecture, I'm going to explain how to use some drawing tools and the keyboard shortcuts for using these commands. First of all, let's start with the line command. So, the line command is for creating lines. You have to specify or click on any point on the drawing screen and then specify the next point. As you can see, there's still some other line started creating from the end point of the original line. If you want to stop this from always appearing to you, you have to click enter, and you can see that this line that you have selected has already created. So if you want to create another line, just press on the line, specify any point, and you can see you can still be creating lines in any direction you want. And as we said, if you want to stop the line or you have been satisfied with your drawing, you can just press enter or press the escape button on the keyboard. See? Now this is good. If you want to delete this thing, what are you going to have? You have to do whether you press the left click, do this selection, and then press delete on the keyboard, or Control Z is for the undo, the erase. Okay, very easy. If you want to delete it, you can use this erase thing down here. Click on it. Once you click it, you can see that it is deleted, and then press enter. You can see that the lines that you have selected has been deleted or erased. I always recommend you to choose this, do the selection, then press delete on the keyboard. It is a lot easier and faster. Okay? Now, this is for the line. We're going to something that is called the polyline. So, and then we're going to explain what is the difference between the line and the polyline. First of all, let's create something called, for like a rectangle or something, anything inside. And then let's choose the polyline and see what is the difference. As you can see, it is the same as the polyline, as the line. So what is the difference between these two? When you move your mouse on these things, you can see that each line is separated from the other. You can see that this line has been highlighted. When you point at this line, it is alone highlighted, and then this line is highlighted by itself alone. But when you use the polyline for creating 2D shapes, you can see that the whole drawing is one thing. And when you select it, you can see that the whole drawing has been selected. So you can use the polyline for creating 2D shapes, a whole 2D shapes. Okay? Press the exit or the escape button on the keyboard to undo the selection. And then here, when you click or choose any line, you can see that each line has been selected separately. Okay? And that is the difference between the line and the polyline. Now let's go to the circle command. Press the escape first of all. Let's go to the circle command. When you see the circle, there's some options for drawing the circle. You can draw the circle by determining the center and the radius of this circle, or by determining the center and the diameter of this circle. You can just select 2 points and then the circle will be created. You can select 3 points, a tan radius, or tan. Let's take each option of these and do them. Let's select the center and the radius. So, as you can see in the command bar, this is telling you to specify a center point for the circle. Just pick any point on the workspace and it will be the center of the circle. I want to create the center of this circle from this corner. Okay, as you can see, now you have to what? Specify the radius as it's written on or typed on the command line, command bar. Specify radius of the circle. You can specify it by just clicking anywhere. If I want to click here, for example, or let's pick the circle again. If you want to pick, for example, here, anywhere. But if you want to do it with a specific radius, for example, you want a circle with a radius of, for example, 40. Just type 40, and as you can see, 40 has been typed in here. You don't have to activate anything, just press 40 anywhere and then click enter on the keyboard. You can see that this circle with a radius of 40 has been created. Okay, let's just delete those circles. Delete. Now, if you want to create a circle from a center diameter, first of all, specify the center point. This is the center. And then, as you can see, you have to specify the diameter of the circle. So just put 80, and then you can see that a circle with the 80 diameter has been created. There's some other options, which is like the 2D point or 2 point. When you specify them, they are telling you to specify center point for the circle or specify first end point of a circle. For example, let's do this. What if I did this? And then as you can see, you are just setting 2 points for the circle, and you have to set the first point and the end point of the diameter of the circle. So let's see that I wanna create a circle around this thing. See, this command is very useful when creating doors or something like this. Now we have some other options like 3 points. What if I want to create a circle from this point and then this point and then I want to create it with this point? I want the circle to pass all these 3 points from this to this and then to this. Now you can see that the circle has been created and it is passing all through these 3 points. We have some other options like the tan radius. Let's see. You can see that this highlighted thing, there's a circle and then a small tangent on top of it. When you click here, and then I want this circle to have this tan and this tangent, and then let's specify the radius. For example, I want it to be let's have 20 or 40 as example. See, let's delete the last one. Delete it. See, this circle has a tangent with this line and with this line, and it has a radius of 20 as we have specified just a moment ago. Okay, so this is the tan radius. Let's delete it. And we have like the last option, which is the tan. We have like this tan and this tan and this tan. Boom, the circle has been created. Okay, what if we want to create a circle from in this area? Okay, let's choose this command. I want it to be tangent to this, and to this. See, it has filled all the space in this area. Tangent to the circle, tangent to the circle, and tangent to this line. Very easy. It is very helpful as well. Okay, other thing, tangent for this, and tangent for this. See, very easy. This is very beautiful and very useful command. Now we have already passed the circle thing. Let's choose the arc. And also the arc has some commands in here, a lot of commands. I will specify just one thing, which is the 3 point. I want to specify this point and this point, and as you can see, this is an arc. And this point. The arc has been created. Other arc, this, and as you can see, I can choose this point. Very easy. Some other options, start, center, and end. Okay, I want to start from this. Let's specify the center. You can see that what they are telling you what to do. Specify center point. The center, let's see this point, and then you can see that we are creating very easy. Other options, start, center, angle. Let's start from this point, and this is the center, but the angle, let's see, specify. And as you can see, the angle are going or rotating counterclockwise. So if we have specified like 90, let's type 90 for example, you can see that it's going from here to here, anti-clockwise. Okay, we have some other options, start, center, length, start, center, and the length. We have a lot of commands for the arc thing. We're not going to pass around it. I'm going to give you an exercise right now. You can start creating all those or using those commands to create shapes, and see all the options of the arc thing and try them by yourself. It's going to be very easy and interesting, okay? Now let's move to the rectangle option. As you can see, specify first point corner and then specify the other point. Again, choose it like this. Again, as you can see, it is very easy. And as you can see, the rectangle is a whole block. It's not just lines 1, 2, 3. If you choose the line for creating a rectangle, you can see that each line is separated from the whole shape. But when you choose the rectangle option or command, you can use it to create a whole rectangle. It's a polyline. See, it's a polyline. Now let's go to create some ellipses or center thing. We have the axis and the end. Let's see what we are going to create. This thing, and then you can specify. You can see that we are creating some ellipses. Let's do it again. This point, and then you can choose the right radius for it. You can whether just click on the screen when you see it's ready, or you can specify a specific size or length for the radius. You can, for example, press 10 and then enter. You can see that this ellipse has been created along this axis with a radius of 10. Okay, let's see the other option, which is the center, only center of the ellipse. Center, other point, and the radius. Other option, let's see this thing. This thing, as you can see, it's going to be on the orthogonal direction. And then enter. Escape. And that's it for the drawing tools. Hi guys! In this lecture I'm going to show you how to use the keyboard shortcuts. First of all, if you want to create a line, but you want a lot easier from moving the mouse to the line and then going back here, you can only type L, and you can see that there's some options in here. We can always press the first thing, and you can see that the line command has been activated. You can create a line, press enter, it is created. So again, let's do it together. Press L and then enter. A line and then enter. See, as easy as that. Now, what if you want to create a circle? Let's press or type C. As you can see, we have like the circle. Press enter. You can see that there is a lot of circles. C again, enter. See, very easy. What if you want to create a polyline? So you can press P, L, T. This is the P line, which refers to polyline. Press enter, and you can see that this is the polyline. Enter, see, this is the polyline. So L for line, C for circle, and then PL for the polyline. Okay, what if you want to create a rectangle? Okay, type R, E, you can see rectangle, and now you can create a rectangle. Again, RE, move down once, enter, and then do the rectangle. Again, together, RE, then move down, press enter, and then you can create your rectangle. And this is for the shortcuts for the small things. We have some other shortcuts, like if you want to erase, you can press E and then enter. As you can see, you can press this and then enter. This is for the erase. Okay, other things. The move and the rotate and the trim commands and the mirror, the copy. I'm going to explain them when I explain these commands, okay? But for the drawing commands, let's do it again. L for the line, PL for the polyline, C for the circle, and RE for the rectangle. We have some arcs. Let's type AR. Just press A and then enter. You can see you can create your arc as simple as that. See? And that's it for the drawing shortcuts on the keyboard. Hi guys, it's me again. And in this lecture, I'm going to explain some new commands in the drawing palette that I did not include in the other or the previous lectures. So it's going to be the polygon and the ellipse. Okay, so let's start with the polygon. First of all, they tell you to enter the number of sides. So let's choose, for example, 6, enter. And now they tell you to specify the center of the polygon. Let's put it here. And now they give you like two choices. The first one is to draw this polygon inscribed in a circle, and this choice will draw the polygon inside the circle so that the pointed head of this polygon will be drawn on the sides of the circle. And the other choice is the circumscribe about circle, and this will draw the polygon around the circle, so the circle will be inside it. Okay, let's select the first choice and see how it goes. Now they tell you to specify the radius of the circle. Let's set it, for example, for 20, and now press enter. And there you go, this is your polygon. Let's do it again, but this time let's do it outside the circle. Okay, the number of sides are 6. Specify the center, I want it to be here. Then choose the other choice, which is circumscribe about circle. And now they tell you to specify the radius of the circle. I will do enter 20, and there you go. So as you can see, we entered the same radius in both polygons, but we got like two different sizes of this. We used this polygon by drawing it inside the circle, and this polygon we draw it outside the circle. So now when we go to the circle and let's here activate the geometric center and select the center of this one and set this R for 20, you will see that the polygon is drawn inside the circle. But when we go to this polygon and type R, enter 20, enter, you will see that this polygon is drawn outside the circle. So this is the difference between the inscript in the circle here and circumscribed about circle. Inscribe in a circle, circumscribe about circle. Okay? Hi guys. In this lecture, I'm going to explain how to use the command ellipse. This is the ellipse command. And as you can see, there is like one, two, three choices or different kind of drawing of the ellipse. So let's start with the first one, the center. As you can see in this command bar, they tell you to specify the center of the ellipse. So just pick any point in the workspace, and now they tell you to specify the end point of axis. So the end point, I want it to be like here, or you can type what? You can type the number that you want from the circle, from the center to the end point of axis. So let's, for example, put it 25, enter. And now they tell you to specify the distance to the other axis. So let's put it in the other axis for 10, 10, enter, and there you go. This is the ellipse using the command center. So you go and pick your center, pick the other side, or pick the end point of axis and the other end point of the other axis. Let's go to the other one, the axis end. So when you choose this command, they tell you to specify the axis end point of ellipse. So you go to the end point. Then they tell you to specify the other end point of axis. So let's set it for like what was 20 for 40. Enter. And now let's set it for what? For like 8. And there you go. So the difference between the first one and the second one, in this one you go specify the center and then this end point and then this point. But in the axis end, you go select these end points of the axis and then the other end point. Okay? And that's it for the ellipse command.